cut that part out. I do not want to be on record saying that. I'm drinking Waffle House coffee right now. I did not steal this from the Waffle House restaurant, okay? This was given to me freely by the Waffle House staff. Hello and welcome to Player of Games. Please join me in this adventure as I rate my boyfriend's games on Open Tier Boy. All right, we have a lot to get into right now, and there are a lot of games that I feel very strongly about that my boyfriend has dumped hundreds of hours into. Okay, we will put the proof in this video. I'm now going to rate if I feel like his efforts were worth it. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this video, and please give me recommendations for future videos because I'm sorry to say, but my creativity is slowly running out on this channel and I need more video ideas. So let's get into it. I'm going to go in alphabetical order and rate these games. So here we have Civ 6. I have a lot of thoughts about this game. It really depends on the type of mood that you're in. This is sort of like a very long form game. And sometimes I'm in the mood for long form games and sometimes I'm not. But overall, I would rate this. I'm kind of neutral on this game. Okay, like I could be convinced to play it in any game night. It is very long, so it's a commitment for sure. And as we all know, I do have commitment issues, so I'm gonna rate this pretty neutral. Okay, I could be convinced with a 6-pack. Second on the list is Content Warning. Content Warning. I like Content Warning. It's a short form game, so I'm gonna give some rationale for my rating. Okay, here's what I think about Content Warning. This game is not to die for. Okay, that's what I'll say. So I'm gonna rate this a little lower.
A C for credible.
I'm gonna rate it a C for credible. All right, Content Warning is gonna be a C for me. I do like the game. It's very short form, content. So if you're only wanting to play for a little bit, this is a good game for that. Call of Duty. I do enjoy Call of Duty. This is gonna be on my A tier list. Okay, you guys.
Whoa.
I do enjoy some Call of Duty. All right, I
Tell
used to.
the audience what the last Call of Duty game you played was.
So the last Call of Duty that I played was on my my ex-boyfriend's Xbox.
Yeah, his Xbox 360. So
My
that would be like Call of Duty 5 or something.
my ex-boyfriend left me his Xbox when he abandoned me to join the military, and I played Call of Duty in my lonesome hours. So this game is special in my heart because it provided me some comfort. When I was in my single girl life, I would rate this pretty high on the list, but the last game that I did play was Call of Duty 4. Moving on to Counter-Strike 2, I do like some Counter-Strike. I will never say no to a game of Counter-Strike. I also want to give a disclaimer for anybody watching. Just because I rate it high on the tier list does not mean that I am good in the game by any means. I enjoy playing the game. This does not mean that I'm good. I do die within the first 60 seconds of Counter-Strike 2. But I like the game. So what can you say?
Oh, no.
I'm going to give this a C. Okay. I'm going to rate Diablo 4 a C. I like Diablo. It's something that I went through a phase. Okay. This is like a phase for me. I went through a phase of playing Diablo and I haven't touched it since. So, this is going to be a C in my personal opinion. DKO is going to be an A tier game for me.
What?
Okay. I enjoy playing Diablo. I will say most of my ratings are going to be on the longevity of the game. DKO is something that you can pick up, you can play a couple rounds and be done with it. So it's something that is easy to pick up, fun to play. Do I play it often? No. Do I play it on a monthly basis? Yeah. I play a couple rounds every month. So maybe I should move it to the B tier list in terms of how often I personally play it. I would keep it in the B tier list. I'm pretty neutral about DKO. Again, if we're having like a gamer night, it's a Friday night, we're playing games in our Discord, I could be convinced to play DKO. Fall Guys, S tier. S tier immediately. Okay, I am way better in Fall Guys than I am in Counter-Strike. So I'm also going to be rating this by how well I can play the game. And I would say Fall Guys, fucking try me in Fall Guys. All right, you guys, please add me on Fall Guys. I would love to play with you. This is such a fun game. It's something that I think almost anybody can pick up. So in terms of playability, I would say yes. For non-gamers out there, or for gamers that are non-gamers that are looking to get into the gaming industry, Fall Guys is a pretty chill one for you. Golf with Friends. I'm going to put this in A tier. I'm going to put Golf with Friends in A tier. Okay. I love this game. I play it very frequently. Again, it's something, if you are not like a hardcore gamer, Golf with your friends is an easy game to pick up. It's fun to play, and it's a very short commitment time. So you can come on for like a round or two, pick it up. I think it's pretty easy. So for my girlies out there, and I'm also going to rate this higher than Call of Duty. Call of Duty and Counter-Strike, I think you do have to have there's some prerequisites to these games. All right, guys, you have to know how to play video games to play these two. But Fall Guys and Golf with your friends, you can kind of pick these up.
F tier yet.
No F tier.
You approve of my Steam library?
I approve of Grayson's Steam library so far.
So far.
All right, we haven't been through the entire list. Believe me, I have some games. Just be prepared. No, this is water. Helldivers 2.
Oh, S plus.
S plus. Helldivers 2 is going to be S plus. I play this multiple times a week. I love this game. This is amazing. I have a Discord group that is purely dedicated to playing Helldivers 2. Okay, I'm almost level 60 for those of you that are wondering. So if you like to play Helldivers, please add me on Steam. Minecraft. This is another neutral game. I'll put it in front of B. I think everybody likes Minecraft. If you're having a gamer night, I could be convinced to play Minecraft if you give me a 6-pack. So that's all I'll say about that. No hate to Minecraft. Mini motorways. I do enjoy mini motorways, okay? I'm going to give this a C tier. I don't hate it, but it's not something that I play very often. This is something that I play every once in a while. Mini motorways is a every once in a while game. I could be convinced. No hate to mini motorways. Old school RuneScape. Immediately F tier.
I put that for you.
Old school RuneScape. F tier. Okay, I'm gonna. So listen, my boyfriend has. I am highly trained in the herb run craft. Okay, I have done many herb runs on my boyfriend's account. We have a specific folder on my PC that is titled Alyssa Run This, so that when my boyfriend does not have access to our at-home PC, I can run this folder and enable him to operate my computer remotely in order to play RuneScape. Risk of Rain 2. I'm going to put this in A tier. You do have to know how to operate a third-person point of view in a standard video game. But this is a great game. You can play it co-op. You can do it single player. We run this via R2 Modman, so there's a few like really good mods that you guys can install to make this game a little more enjoyable. I would rate this pretty high on my list. I really enjoy the game. It's also low commitment, so you have one run through. It doesn't stack. What's the name for that?
Does Alyssa like roguelikes? Because usually you're so upset when you die because you're like, I lost all my progress, and now it seems like you've changed your tune.
I've changed my tune with roguelikes, okay? But Risk of Rain is really pretty, okay? The aesthetics are nice. It's very good multiplayer, especially since your boyfriend can just carry you throughout the game. I do enjoy Risk of Rain, and I play this quite often. Insert my hours here if you would like to show that. I'm going to be honest. I have played Slay the Spire a handful of times. Slay the Spire is a card game roguelike.
What's a better card game? Ascension.
Quick gamer break here. We had to pause to add Ascension deck building games just because it's in a similar category as Slay the Spire. These are going to be roguelike deck building games. And again, I'm just going to immediately put this in the F tier.
Ascension. You love Ascension.
So here's how I would describe Ascension. Imagine you're at a restaurant and you're waiting for your food order to come to your table, and your boyfriend pulls out this game on his phone and he asks you to play with him. I will comply, but I will not play this game outside of that context. Okay, you guys, quick gamer break. I had to learn how these tier lists work.
Alyssa loves Ascension. The only reason it's so low is because she loses every time to yours truly, baby.
I would play Ascension more than I would play Slay the Spire.
More than me.
Yeah, I would play Mini Motorways over Ascension.
God.
I did not know that these were going to be so controversial.
Card game that Alyssa likes. Hold on.
Magic the Gathering. I love Magic the Gathering. Okay, this is going to be A tier. It's going to fall in front of Fall Guys and behind Counter-Strike 2. Fall Guys is better than Magic purely because of the playtime, okay? I'm rating a lot of these games on the playtime because I do not like to commit to long form games, okay? And I think that's a little bit relatable across our YouTube audience here. Snake RX is the equivalent of the Mozilla Firefox dinosaur game. This is a very low effort, low tier game. I'm going to put this behind Old School RuneScape and in front of Slay the Spire. Okay, it's like a fun game if your internet is out and you don't have anything better to do. But aside from that, it's really not worth playing. Stardew Valley. I would rate this lower than Minecraft and higher than Civ. Okay, this is another one of those. It's going to be a long form game. It's going to be a grinding game. And I could be convinced to play this. Streets of Rogue. So this is going to be, I honestly, I have not played this game in a while. I haven't really come back to it. I went through a phase of playing Streets of Rogue. So I'm going to rate this lower than Mini Motorway. Actually, I'll rate it higher than Mini Motorways. It's a co-op game. You can play this with your boyfriend. You can play this with your friends. It's a very cute game. I'm not trying to bash this at all by putting it in the C category. I do enjoy Streets of Rogue. And honestly, I would rate this higher than Minecraft. So we'll move it up a little bit. Okay, we'll move it up a little bit. I could be convinced to play this on a date night or, you know, just like a casual friends thing. And we might actually play this after we're done filming, okay? This is a fun game. I do enjoy this. And again, it's one of those lower commitment games. It is a roguelike, obviously. And the graphics are cute. It's a co-op. I do enjoy this game. So I would rate this B tier for sure. Super Animal Royale.
Tell them who you actually play this with.
So I just want to preface this by saying this is a two-dimensional off-brand Fortnite game. Okay, low commitment. The rounds last like 5 to 10 minutes. I do enjoy this game just because of the low commitment time that you're going to spend playing this. I'm going to rate this, oh God, lower than Golf with Your Friends, but higher than Call of Duty. I primarily play this with my 10-year-old brother, and he is insanely good at this game. And he carries me the whole time, which is probably the only reason that I'm giving this an A tier, because I do enjoy this game. As long as you're playing with someone who knows what they're doing, then this can be fun for you. Next up on the list is Tabletop Simulator. It's going to be a platform for which you can play any card game or board game in existence, essentially. We have been introduced to so many cute games with Tabletop Simulator. We play Magic the Gathering with our friends online. We play games like Viticulture. You can play Uno. You can play any card game in existence with this simulator. I'm going to have to rate this high on the list just because of its playability. Next up, we have TCG Card Shop Simulator. You guys all watched me play this. It was a very fun game. It's one of those games that I have to be in a specific mood for. You know, again, if you come home from a long day of work or school and you're looking to be in an environment where you can control and organize, you know, the aesthetic of your game, this is a good game for that. It's not co-op, okay? So it's I can't put it in the S tier. I would play TCG Card Shop Simulator before I play Call of Duty. So I'm going to move it up. If you like this style of game, but you're not looking to grind as much, just ask your partner if they can crank out a few days worth of progress and then just hop on their account and play for a little bit like I did with Grayson. Next up, we have Tiny Rogues. You guys all saw my disappointment when I lost for the first time in Tiny Rogues, and I really understood the the crushing agony that is roguelike games for the very first time. I'm going to put this in the B tier because it's a little agonizing. I would play this before Streets of Rogue, but these two are very similar. Last but not least is Valheim. I love Valheim. I have hundreds of hours invested in this game. I have multiple servers that we are still paying a monthly subscription for to keep them going. It's one of those grindy games, okay? Especially if you're starting from scratch and you're not playing with any mods that kind of help you progress farther. You're gonna have to invest quite a few hours into this game before you really start to have a lot of fun with it and progress in the game. I would rate this B tier. I'm gonna have to revise this a little bit.
I'm gonna limit Alyssa to 5 changes.
For my first change, I'm gonna move Valheim up here. I would play it behind Fall Guys and before Magic the Gathering.
Okay, now that's a crazy change. What makes you take Valheim from B all the way up to S tier?
Because if we're making this tier list based off of my playtime hours, I have invested more hours into Valheim.
I think that what really made us have fun was just increasing the resources.
Right.
We went to triple resources, and it gave us more creative freedom to build our base.
If you guys are able to play this game and install some mods to it to make it a little more easy and less grindy, I think that this can be a really fun game. So you don't have to invest, like tens of hours into building up to a level that you can actually have fun with. I feel good with this list.
Let me make a boyfriend change. I'm going to swap 2. Is that okay? I'm going to increase Ascension just because I know you've played a lot of Ascension. You know every card. Mm-hmm. And I don't understand how you could put it in the F. And I feel like anyone could pick up Ascension. To the bottom of B tier. Okay, I'll put Ascension in the bottom of B tier, and that's just my external perspective from how much you actually enjoy the game. And Alyssa has called me a sore winner.
He is a very sore winner. He is a very sore winner when we play Ascension, which maybe influences my rating for this game.
I can't even breathe. And she's like, "Are you bragging?" Alyssa loves Ascension. The only reason it's so low is because she loses every time to yours truly, baby. I kind of want to bring TCG Card Shop Simulator down because it's not done. It's not done. It's a game that has so much promise, and the developer needs to do more work. And I could see one day when co-op is released, when more features are released, that it goes back up to that A tier.
Okay, I would agree with that.
Those are my changes.
I would put TCG Card Shop Simulator above probably all 3 of these games, honestly. I think that this is a really good game. I cannot wait for them to release a co-op version. There's already a co-op version that sort of exists. What's it called? Supermarket Together is the co-op version that's very similar to this that already exists. But I truly enjoy TCG Card Shop Simulator, and I would definitely play it over all these other games in the C tier. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move as my final change. I'm going to move Tabletop Simulator right behind Helldivers 2. It is the most versatile simulator that is currently on the market. You can play any card game, any board game virtually. And I think that connects you guys with a lot of other communities out there. However, at this moment in time, I have invested way more hours into playing Helldivers 2 than I have Tabletop Simulator. So because of that, Helldivers 2 is going to remain my top tier favorite game. This is my final version of the tier list. Let me know if you guys agree with how I have rated these games. Please leave us a comment below and let me know what you think. For example, if you strongly disagree with my choice of leaving RuneScape at the very bottom, I would like to know about that, okay? I would like to know your thoughts. Thank you for watching and coming along with me as I rate my boyfriend's Steam library. And stay tuned for the next video.